Real estate agents, have you or one of your clients been the victim of a false or even misleading inspection report from a citizen's insurance inspection? You're not alone. So stay tuned and hear about an article I read here. You see, in the face of simple overwhelm, Citizens is admittedly increasing their inspections from about 3,200 a year to over 350,000 by the year 2025. If your clients have cats with black hair, they might not get insurance. Ask Melissa Morrow. If the neighbor has like a large tree in their front yard, your client might not get insurance. If your client doesn't cut the grass the day before the inspection, they might not get insurance. It appears that Citizens is deviating from simple standards, which I can understand and appreciate from one aspect, but I think that they ought to at least adhere to some simple standards. I mean, some of the content in these reports don't even require a high school education. Like, this is simple stuff. You see, in the past, insurers used to be only concerned with the four major points: roofing, mechanical, electrical, and plumbing, right? Now, some of these reports resemble more of a full home inspection. And at least Citizens is now performing general condition inspections. And according to the article, they're done by inspectors with apparently little or no training, and go for as low as $32 per property, according to publicly available contracts. What level of expertise or accuracy do you expect from that price point? In some cases, this could cause your client to lose their house. The sentiment I see in the articles and reviews and stuff that I've been reading is one of general consumer shock, because they believe and expect these inspections are done by licensed home inspectors. There are plenty of stories to be found online. It's really easy to find, and even the Better Business Bureau is not short on similar complaints. There appears to be a pattern. According to the article, there are a number of those companies out there. Insurance Information Institute Director of Communications Mark Friedlander said, "The use of the unlicensed inspections in depopulation efforts raises questions about how Citizens is shifting homeowner policies to the private market." In other words, to cull out some of these unwanted accounts, Citizens may just simply drop you for stupid reasons. Or to make these accounts more appealing to private marketer insurers, they've got to make some improvements, and therefore your client may have to make substantial, significant repairs or replacements, like a new roof or replumbing or something like that. In one of these reports I read, one of these inspectors was making comments that are simply impossible to determine in the field, like whether the house has septic or sewer. And in the article, it talked about a person whose premium went up 100% because of false information. One report, an inspector said that the house didn't have a required second electrical panel and a temperature pressure relief valve on the water heater, which were both false. Matter of fact, one of those is not required, and yet they were both inaccurate. Great real estate agents are going to sit down with their clients and go over these inspection reports and make sure the information is accurate. I know there's at least one inspector in this area that doesn't know the difference between mold and dryer lint. I know that there's at least one inspector in this area that doesn't know the difference between cloth wiring and a dead vine. Look, if you're in trouble and you need some expert advice, we're available. We have offices all over the state, and we're willing to help. If you or your client needs media assistance, the reporter on this story is Daniel Rivero. He'd love to hear from you. Heck, I'd love to hear from you. Leave me your stories or comments in the comments below. I'd love to hear your stories. In the meantime, if you've got an inspector coming over from one of the insurers, you might want to go ahead and cut your grass. Make sure the vines are cleaned off the fence. You may even need to clean your roof. Matter of fact, you should probably go ahead and do that anyway, because it is widely known now that many insurers are doing their own roof evaluations from something like Google Earth. Seriously. So thanks for hanging with me, and appreciate your likes and subscribes.